Hey guys, welcome back to hemorrdroids.net. We're pitting today the Sony Xperia S against the new HTC One X. Both top-end phones, both only released within the last couple of weeks. We have 1.5 GHz dual core versus 1.2 GHz quad core. I'm going to kick things off with the boot time test. Now, one of the tricky things, the HTC boots on release of the power button, and the Xperia S. So I think I've got them about the same there. I let go of the HTC when I felt the vibration of the Xperia S. Now, I've got a bit of grief in the last one, people saying, oh, who cares about boot times, you only boot up once every couple of weeks or whatever. I would just point out it's not about the actual time it takes for the device to boot. This is just an indicator of the power and the speed of the device. You know, when you run a benchmark and it looks like the Xperia S, yeah, this isn't even going to be close, so I'm not going to bother doing a second one. And very interesting. Now, this might be more about Sense UI being a huge, big lumbering. It's about 600 meg, I think, for a Sense UI ROM. And event, still not there. So, in fact, I have to concede this one hasn't been so much about the power, because they are very different ROMs, I think. There we go, finally the One X there. So yeah, it's not worth me doing that again. Quite clearly, the Xperia S is the faster device to boot. If I can finally get that back to the... Right, I'm going to go rolling straight into the GPS test. The Xperia performed amazingly well against the Galaxy Nexus. Already it's locked a couple. It sees 24 in total. It's got a firm lock. Oh, that was very close. They both locked at very similar times, but then the Xperia already at 4 meters. Now the One X coming down, getting more accuracy. Down to 9 meters against 7 on the Xperia. Oh, 5. Okay. Interesting. That's both of those are pretty down. That's interesting. So it's lost half of its satellites now. Well, that it could see, not that it was locked to. So that was very close. I'm not even sure. Maybe you'll have to watch that back on slow-mo. But I think you'll probably agree they're both very quick. They're both accurate. I mean, the one, no, they're both hovering around 3 meters, which is pretty damn accurate, to be honest. And they're both hovering around 7, 6, 7, 8 satellites. Well, you saw what I saw. I'll let you decide. I'd probably call that a draw myself. I'm going to move straight on to the speaker test. If I can find there's a music. There it is. If we move our way over to my funky playlist. That's what I'm going with. I need $1. So let's just check the speaker locations. Speaker location on the One X is down at the bottom there, and on the Xperia is up at the top. So I'm going to slightly put them both into landscape. So I'm going to slightly offset them like so. Let's start with the Xperia when I get the song that I'm after. Let's just double check the volume levels. Full. That's both very close again, I would say. I mean, the pleasing thing is HTC, I personally think they put out some terrible devices last year. One of the big faults was the ridiculously poor speaker. And it looks like they've addressed that.
You did it again, my nigga.
Let's go with forever. There we go. Very, very close. I think the Xperia is slightly louder. I think we would have to give that to the Xperia as a speaker test. Both screens are on full brightness. I don't think there's a great deal to choose between them, to be honest. They're both very good. I do like. I mean, I like the One X. It almost looks like the image is slightly above the glass, so to speak, which is one of the things I like about the screen. In fact, to get a good look at the screens, I've loaded up Google, nice and bright. Let's kill the lights. So for me, I can see that the One X does look brighter now. I mean, it's almost slightly faded at the distant point. Bring it square on it, obviously it looks a lot better. And square, and I think probably the One X still has the slight edge. Oopsie. So again, both very good, but possibly the One X just edges that there. Okay, let's get the lights back on. And I'm going to do my the final test, which is going to be the Angry Birds opening. Neither of these have opened it yet. I installed it just now and I'm about to go. Hopefully I can get them at the same time. The Xperia got the slight edge to begin. The reds, they do look a bit better on the One X also. It was very close. It did look, the One X did, sorry, the Xperia S did win. I just worry if I... No, it's just that, for some reason, just the launching, it's that little bit quicker. And I think that sort of split second is what carries through right to the end, and you see this will open. Oh, no. Interesting. The One X did open the game up quicker. And again, this is not for, well, I'm going to get this phone because it opens Angry Birds 0.3 of a second faster. It's just a way of measuring the speed of the device. So again, the Xperia is launched slightly quicker, so this will be the decider really. And it was the Xperia S. Fair play. But very little in it. It was interesting the second time that even though Angry Birds seemed to launch that split second slower, it did run quicker in the end. So there we go. The Xperia S, the HTC One X. To be honest, there's very little between them. I think this is such a fantastic position to be in when, you know, I mean, I'm a Nexus user. I'm probably going to switch over to the One X. I've been really quite impressed with it. But the Xperia, you know, it is right up there. The Xperia's won probably the majority of the tests. I've not kept count, but it's probably won the majority of the tests through this this comparison. And I think it's just fantastic that as Android users are in a position where we can choose from a selection of, you know, 3 amazing devices, soon to be 4. You know, when the S3 comes out, very interesting to see how it compares with these current devices. So give us your thoughts and comments below. Try not to be too abusive. Some people get very upset about the tests we do. This is not fair, that's not fair. This is what you could buy right now against this is what you could buy right now. I know on different ROMs, I know there's different factors, but if you made them both identical, what would be the point of benchmarking them? So there we go. My name's Andy, hemorrdroids.net.